Well, there's plenty of things that I never thought that I would do in my life that I have done. And here's another one. I'm going to try my very best to not cry on this live stream. I never thought that I'd be doing a live stream about tea, but I find myself here doing a live stream about tea. Okay, here we go. I'll try and make this story really short. My Auntie Minnie, who I adore, passed away in February of this year. She was 92 and 3/4 years old. She never lost her zest for life. She was constantly reinventing herself all the time, constantly exploring. Up until 4 weeks before she passed away, she was planning on selling her property and moving up here to Drogheda. We were going to live together. So she wasn't cut from the general cloth that most of us are cut from. She's cut from a different cloth. She was born in 1925 and she was off the charts. My Auntie Minnie was very, very good to all of our family. In particular, she was very, very good to me. We were very close. She would often, I remember years ago with my Auntie Liz, she would fill trolleys full of things that she felt like Liz needed for the house, or gifts for the kids or whatever. But she was an exceptionally generous woman, and she was very good to my kids and very good to me. And she would always put together bags of cleaning gear for me. She used to think, listen, I like a clean house, but she thought I was obsessed with the clean. So she used to buy cleaning gear for me all the time. She used to always buy me boxes and boxes and boxes of tea bags. And Leanne Caffrey will tell you, here at Christmas time, you couldn't get the boxes of tea bags into the house. There was that many bags of that, and tins of biscuits and butter. Pounds and pounds of butter. So we're still using it. It's in the freezer. So this morning I just went and I made a cup of tea. I just made tea. And I took out the last tea bag from the caddy that was in the press. And I made the tea. And then I got this feeling, oh, I better refill the caddy. So I went to the long press in the kitchen to get out a box of tea bags because I knew I had loads of them. And it turns out I'd none left. So this morning, I used my last tea bag that my Auntie Minnie had sent out at Christmas time. She sent out 7 months supply of tea, and we drink a lot of tea in this house. So you can imagine the amount of boxes that were sent out in the end of last year. So I was a bit emotional this morning drinking the tea, and myself and Charlie shared the last cup of tea, and we were savouring every single last drip of it. And, it was emotional. But I put up a post about it today on the page, and people really kind of latched onto the story. And Jane Slevin suggested that she was going to go to her local coffee shop on Monday morning and buy tea and say, that's on Minnie. And then Sue Masterson, Stephanie McPartland and Antoinette Courtney, who are huge followers of this page, saw what Jane had said, and they all rode in behind her and said that they were going to do the same on Monday and pay it forward for people. Now, I had a meeting this afternoon online with the company Oracle. I'm speaking there next week, and I'm speaking at an event called Phenomenal Women. And one of the managers that I spoke to today is big into paying it forward. So the synchronicity of all of this today is phenomenal, because that was the meeting that I had this afternoon, was about encouraging her staff to pay it forward, which I will be speaking to them about next week. I might actually bring up this story. I might not though, because I might cry, and I don't want to cry when I'm presenting. But that's what we're going to be doing on Monday. We are going to be paying it forward in whatever coffee shop is nearby you. We're going to pay for somebody's tea or coffee, preferably tea. But Minnie was partial to coffee as well, and cappuccino. She used to call it cappuccini. I'll have a cappuccini. So whatever. But if you would like to join us in this, it's just a bit of fun, and it's a way for me to remember my Auntie Minnie, and it is a gorgeous way to pay it forward. The girls said that they were going to take a photograph of the coffee house that they were going to go to and hashtag it with their on Minnie, which I think is phenomenal. And I really feel it deep in my heart. And I'm so grateful to you girls for doing that. They would have seen all the posts that I put up over the years of me and Auntie Minnie and the kids shopping in Guineas and in Henry Street and everything else, Talbot Street, her spending our millions on Talbot Street. So that's the story, lads. I just wanted to share that with you and ask anybody who wants to join us, please join us on Monday morning. and stick your name in underneath if you're interested, and tell us the story on Monday of how you get on. Take it easy, enjoy the weather, have a phenomenal weekend. Take care, slán.